Alright, here we go. Evening of December 3rd. Saturday evening here in Cass County. Battling a pretty crappy illness. Not feeling too hot. Took about a 2-hour nap in the back of the truck after this morning's cold on. But we're in. Check the cards. Handful of shooter bucks in the last couple weeks using this field. A couple new bucks too. My dad's set up on the other side of the field. He has a doe tag still, but otherwise we're both looking for nice bucks tonight. So love this time of year. Should be a lot of deer feeding in this field tonight. I don't think they moved real well this morning with the high winds. Winds are supposed to be dying down tonight. Pressure's rising, and the sun's shining, as you can tell. So I'm pretty excited. A lot of high anticipation for this one. We're gonna get tucked in here and hopefully have some action.
Alex has a dandy down at the end of the field. He should be shooting. He's going to be patient, I hope, but it's looking really good. The wind is perfect. There's a 2-year-old and maybe a 3-year-old. It might be Dagger. Hopefully we hear bang real soon.
Dagger, baby. Come on. Come on, baby. Yes. Yes. Unfreaking real. It is 4:25, and I think it was probably 4:15 or 4:10 when it happened even. Look up in the field, and I could see a doe out there, and then I could see what I thought was 2 more does, and all of a sudden I could tell one of them had horns. Put the binos up, and it was a 2-year-old 8. And then the deer behind it picked his head up, and I could tell right away it was Dagger. It's a buck we've had pictures of all year. First shooter buck we had this summer, and he's been daylight on this field multiple times in the last week. And he started working out, and I had him at like 130 yards broadside for like 10 minutes. I'm like, it's early, he's gonna work in. And sure enough, he ended up working to like 70 yards, man. 70 yards perfectly broadside, stopped on his own. Sorry, I'm shaking. Put it just above his leg, right on the heart, and let it fly. And he dropped and just snowplowed like 40 yards and is dead 70 yards from the tree. So my dad watched the whole thing from his stand in the binos. I am so pumped. I felt like crap all week. Didn't like the looks of the weather today. Debated on just staying at school, and I'm like yesterday, I'm gonna be mad at myself in June if I skip an opportunity on weather, health regardless. And what did I say? I'm COVID negative, but buck fever positive, baby. Got a big buck down. Boom.
Congrats, Alex. That was awesome. I was watching that buck in the binos. I could tell it was a dandy, and I thought it was Dagger. And just slowly headed at him, and he was patient. And I was watching through the binos, and all of a sudden the deer drops and spins, and then I heard the gunshot. I could actually see the deer spin and go down before they heard the shot. That was awesome. Woo! That was really, really cool.
Well, we're getting close to dark here. What an unbelievable night. Not long after I did that video, I can't believe they didn't hear me. I look over, like 60 yards away, there's a dandy buck standing there. He just showed up on camera yesterday morning in our spot on the other side. He's a 3-year-old 8-point. He'd probably actually out net score the buck that I shot. Just a perfectly symmetrical 8-point, and I was hoping he was gonna make it down to my dad, but he only fed in like the same 100-yard stretch all night for like an hour with a bunch of does, and eventually one of the does got my ground scent, came right under the camera that I checked on the way in, and she spooked and kind of cleared the field, which is honestly probably the best case scenario. He didn't know what was going on, so hopefully someone else gets a crack at him this year. But I'm jacked. I still haven't got down, obviously, but been looking at this dead buck all night. I'm just getting more and more excited. So waiting for the green light for my dad to get down and go get my hands on him. It's awesome, man. Very thankful. Been a weird season for me, but man, it couldn't be happier how it ended up. December 3rd. Boom. There he is. Dagger. Man. That looks like it ripped right out. That's a dandy. Yeah, so we had another point right there. That is weird. So we got a busted off brow tine. It's just gonna be an 8-point, looks like, but what a dandy. Man, I am jacked. That is cool. See that shot right there? It's a heck of a deer. Pretty awesome. All right, here he is. This is a buck we called Dagger. We had pictures of him dating way back till July. I don't know if you want to come in here close and look at that quick. Buck had a point coming out here. It was about this long. It looked like a little dagger. That's how he got his name. It looks like he had it 4 days ago in a trail cam picture, and almost looks like he shed it or something. It's kind of all swelled up. The hair's missing, but either way, he's a dandy. He came out with another 2-year-old, or a 2-year-old tonight, pretty early. It was just after 4 o'clock, and had him at like 130 yards originally with the camera on, and figured it was early, just let him feed out into the field. And sure enough, he fed all the way into about 70 yards, perfectly broadside, and stopped on his own and put it right on his shoulder and let it fly. And he kind of dropped straight down and just did like a snow plow like 30 or 40 yards and died right in the field. So that should all be right on the film. Hopefully that looks really cool. You guys will know by now, but my dad was down on the other end of the field and actually saw the whole thing from his tree stand, so that's pretty cool. And then I had to sit and look at him laying here dead for a while, so very tickled. It was a heck of a season. It's the first time I've ever actually been able to kill a buck that we had pictures of in the summer. That was a top hit list or whatever, so pretty jacked with that. Yeah, I'm done down here. It's been a heck of a season. I still have one more doe tag that hopefully we can film or fill with some buddies on some public land later. But yeah, pretty cool. He's an 8-point. He was mainframe 9 with that dagger, which made him a 10, but he lost that and he broke off a brow tine too. But I think he's probably a 3-year-old. What do you think?
Yeah, either a really nice 2-year-old or yeah, he's a nice deer for sure.
Got a lot of mass, whatever, for a 2-year-old. But yeah, that buck that I saw as well, the film isn't great of it, but I think he's even bigger than this one was, and hopefully either dad or someone can get a crack at him this year, and if not this year, he'll be a dandy next year. But December 3rd, it was a heck of a hunt, one of the best hunts I've ever had, so pretty cool.
Congrats, buddy.
Thank you.